This is the Roadcraft Reclaim expansion DLC that was released on March 24th. In this DLC, there's no fixed paths. You can kind of do what you want. You just have the tools, the terrain, and the consequences of your own decisions. It features 2 new 4-kilometer squared maps with contrasting environments and challenges, featuring Autumn Collapse, which is inspired by Germany's Black Forest. There's a new class of demolition gameplay, where you can now deliberately demolish selected buildings using specialized equipment. There are 7 new vehicles designed for exploration, demolition, and heavy logistics. New mission themes, and a sandbox progression. This includes the 5111B dragline demolisher, a Torque G175, which is a massive tree crusher. You also get a new scout vehicle, a new search and rescue vehicle, and a new heavy cargo variant and sand dumper. And finally, the Hollander M7, which is a new cable layer for restoring power in those damaged areas. A former industrial region deep in the forest, abandoned for many years now, has a chance for restoration and development thanks to you and your company's support. Let's take out the Minuteman K370, one of the new scout vehicles. Operation Autumn Collapse, Central Europe. Construct an oil rig and infrastructure on the explored oil reserves. Man, this place is in shambles. Hey there, this expansion is very different from everything you've experienced in the game so far. In the expansion, the focus shifts more toward exploring the environment. The game won't hold your hand anymore. You'll need to search for objectives, events, and points of interest on your own. The same goes for resources. They're fairly limited, and sometimes you'll have to venture into remote, forgotten areas to find them. Check out the Minuteman though. It is an absolute unit. I like it. I want to thank Roadcraft and Focus Entertainment for sponsoring today's video. Very cool to see this DLC in action, and something I've been looking forward to for a while for Roadcraft. The 5111B dragline demolisher, yes! Good luck finding a building that could withstand this. This is the new Wrecking Ball vehicle. This is a new type of objective, hidden demolition objective. This objective is only visible in Eagle mode. Abandoned buildings can be demolished with the proper vehicle and identified by a special icon on the map. Got it. Sweet. I'm gonna pull the truck up over here. I'm sure they want us to do that. Objective complete. Locate and deploy the first fob. All right, let's put it here and go into Eagle mode. Metal Beam Dreams. Well, would you look at that? The remains of a Metal Beam production facility. It's seen better days, like maybe a few millennia ago. With some reconstruction work, we could get this place producing beams again. Yes, we could. All right, got it. So that's the abandoned building there. Let's get into our, the drag line. Fire it up, release the parking brake, and oh boy, look at that. So we can bring the boom vertically, down or up, how high you want to hit the building, and then lateral as well, I assume is probably the left and right. So that's how you get the swing going. They want us to take this crystal wash group down. All right, let's do it then. About right here should do. Man, look at the swing that thing has on it. Oh, we're running into ourselves. All right, let's check out the interior on this. Oh yeah, this is cool. Oh yes. Oh, it's getting the swing going here. All right, let's go like this and stop it. Boom. All right. There's a number 2. Let's pull this thing up a little further forward here. There we go. The parking brake is very important. All right, get a nice swing on this. That ought to do it. Oh yeah. All right, we need one more good swing. That'll do it. Objective complete. We demolished the abandoned building in the main base. Awesome. Yeah, that thing is cool, man. All right. Well, let's move this thing out of the way. Here's the interior on the Minuteman. Very roomy inside. Very cool. I like it a lot. All right, we're gonna turn all-wheel drive and the diff lock on, I'm sure, before too long. Oh yeah, that is some deep mud already happening here. Okay, we got a lot of water over here. I'm gonna try to go around this because that is looking pretty deep, especially for a truck like this. I don't think we're gonna do much with that. So let's go this way instead. Oh yeah, this thing is knocking those limbs down, no problem. Back on the road. Come on, baby, get over this hill. There you go. We get up here onto the top of this levee. We should be in a better position. Just have to back up and turn around a little bit. I am just chopping some trees up here with the front of this thing. Demolition before construction. See that abandoned settlement up ahead? Well, I don't see it yet. We're trying to get over this tree here. That's our bullseye. Geological survey confirm it's sitting right on top of the oil reserves. Your task is simple on paper. An oil rig needs to be built to develop oil fields. Think of it as an extreme renovation. Progress waits for no one, especially when there's oil involved. Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, check it out. We're here at this place. And that's what we have to build. How do we get out of here? Oh my, look at this. Woo! That was a hell of a hill. Okay. So that's where we drop off the supplies to build it. Okay, that makes sense. Ghost buildings. This is a new type of objective. Hidden construction objective. This objective is not visible on the map and can be unlocked by discovering and visiting special places. The purpose of this activity is to rebuild some of the broken buildings. To do so, you must bring the requested resources. Okay, got it. To build the structure, you must bring the required resources. The list of resources can be seen at the left of the screen. It's similar to other objectives. Okay, got it. Also, you can find ghost buildings that are available to construct in Eagle View. They have special icons. Yep, so here in Eagle View, we can see under construction oil rig, we need 15 steel beams, 9 pipes, and 6 concrete slabs, it looks like. And this is a port down here. We can build stuff over here on the left too. Okay. Very nice indeed. Let's do the, do this thing here. Yeah, bring it up. Oh, that is so cool. Okay. All right, let's open up the Eagle and check it out. We have a much bigger area we can see now that we've done that. We have a big, huge oil tanker ship out here. That is neat. All right, there's a sand quarry there. So that's where we're gonna get the sand for the roads. All right, that's the substation for the oil pumps there. And here's our main base. And we have some road options here. We have this one here that goes down this way. This looks like we have to do a road for a side quest, which is going down here and then building it over here and building a bridge across into here. And I don't see any sand quarries over. Oh no, there's a sand quarry right here. Okay, I see. That's where we get most of the sand to build that road. That makes sense now. Road planning request. Okay, let's have a look, see here. List of working vehicles. Yeah, we know. There should be a spot to bring them to. Yep, right there and right there. Okay, I see. All right, well, we'll get the, we need to get the sand down first. We have a tree laying across the road. That's going to be a problem for us for sure. Okay, I see that there. And all else seems pretty straightforward. That is some pretty water down here. I must say, I noticed that blue hue over there on the right, and I was like, man, that is nice looking water. It's a pretty area, this map. Let's get around this giant mud puddle, shall we? Yeah, we don't want to go down into that. Ultra control, turn it on. Let's destroy this thing. Get this tree out of here. Can't mulch here. Well, I'm sure we can't, but we can take care of the tree. There you go. Just shred it to bits. Takes a minute to cut through it, but there you go. We did it. So this is the Wayfarer OFT 96 TSD. Say that 5 times fast. I don't think you can. But yeah, this thing is a unit as well. Look at this. Oh my God. It's so nice to have a big capacity for sand. And this is the interior of that truck. Just an absolute beauty. Look at that. I love the old school interiors on these. All right, so we're gonna make a left. I'm gonna back it onto the yellow pad there. All right, buddy, start working right there. There you go. He is off to the races. Instead of this one, let's take out this big guy. All right. Fire it up. Let's head down to the site because he's going to have to, obviously, flatten behind our sand truck. Okay, this is a side mission we're doing here. I see. Build a road to the oil rig location. We can track it. This dump truck has gotten pretty darn far, although I don't think he has refilled sand yet. No, he has not. Where is he going? Is he going to go to the end? All right, greater control. Let's put this thing into our flattening mode, sand flattening. And we'll get to work on that. There we go. Yeah, I mean, he drops sand pretty far. And our sand area we know is behind us. Not too terribly far, but We'll just get this going a little bit here. We're not going to finish all of the objectives or anything. I'm just showing you what the new maps look like. All right, I'm going to get down to this end here, turn it around, and then have the AI start. Well, it looks like he got stuck from what I can see. Sand flattening mode here. Start pushing this down. Wonder how he got stuck. He gets stuck in the mud puddle? Probably. Oh, he rolled it. Oh, that's good. How did you manage that, dude? How did you manage that? He must have hit a stump or something I didn't remove. All right, I went ahead and recovered that guy, so we don't have to worry about him. Let's just get the rest of this nice and flat. All right, we got this thing full of sand here. We're just gonna dump it right in this area where it needs to be done. Oh, that helped right there. Look at that. We just turned that yellow just by driving over it. Okay, let's open it a little bit. A little bit more. Let's get a little bit more. There you go. Some sand popping out of there, and it's yellow. Nice. Just a little bit right there. That's all we need. All right, let's drop it down to sand flattening here. Make this nice and flat, and we'll be ready to get this thing paved. And once it's paved, we can just roll it out. All right, he is paving away. Now we'll get the roller behind him. All right, let's start rolling this thing out. He's already past the halfway point. Not bad at all. There we go. It's nice and ready. All right, we're green all the way. We did it. Build a road to the oil rig location. You got it. All right, let's go ahead and pick up this stuff and put it in the back. So we'll toggle the anchors and check this out. I want to show you. You can toggle the sideboards, open those up to make it easier too, which is really cool. I'm gonna have to move this guy out of the way first, it looks like. Yep, that thing. And let's bring it on up. Bring it on up. Yep, about right there. Let's bring the rope length down. All right, that's one piece in there. Wonderful. All right, we have the last beam over here that we need. We need that concrete piece too. That would actually be quite helpful. All right, spin you around that way. Down it goes. And put it on top of that one. Perfect. Looks like we can. Okay, we're gonna attempt this. Let's knock this thing out of the way. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. Oh yeah, this thing moved this no problem. I'm actually really impressed with that. I was not expecting it to do that. All right, go sideways like that and bring it on down. We'll actually move it a little more to the side like that. And then down on top of there. Yeah, it'll ride there, I think. Let's strap our cargo down so it doesn't go anywhere. Let's remove our anchors and we'll take this over to the spots. All right, before we deliver that stuff over there, I want to explore a little further this way. There's another vehicle I want to get a hold of that was part of the new DLC, and that is this big giant tree crusher, which will really help us in the long run. Oh my, yeah, there is a lot of rocks in the road right here, so let's go around this way. I'm just following this trail all the way through the forest. I don't see any buildings or anything over here yet. There's a fork in the road right there. Something over here. It's like water of some sort. I'm gonna do a scan right here. All right, we have something up here. We're getting closer to it. We could have taken this little spot here to get back on the road. That's a finished road that takes us up into here. Kind of looks like a steel mill or something like that. With all these right here. Not sure. If we continue this way, I don't know where this is gonna take us, but it doesn't look like it's where we want to go. We could go left here and get up on the road. Yeah, we're gonna go straight up here and make a left. All right, we made it out of that trail. No obstacles or anything, but yeah, this looks like a steel production facility, which is great. It's kind of what we want, you know? So we have to build a building here. Okay, so another ghost building to make the steel beams. But we need to construct the building back where we originally started and get electricity to it. So that's going to take some time to do that. But I was seeing if there's anything around here that we should know about. All right, we deployed out of our main base just behind us there. And that's where our road is we created, right back there. And there's something over here. And I want to see if this is where the tree eater is located that I'm trying to find. Damn fine opportunity. You've stumbled onto the local hydroelectric station, and damn, Since the storms, it's been about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. This facility is critical. We need it operational to power the oil rig and other oil infrastructure we're planning to install. No electricity, no oil pumping, just science. Gotcha. Get it back online, the whole region will light up again. Okay, so we have to get this online to get the electricity up to the spot we need to get it to. Okay, there's a substation right here on our right. We have to probably put one of those in there, it looks like. Where that's located, I don't know, but it's not here, that's for certain. And I don't see a tree eater here either, sadly. Let's go ahead and scan while we're here. And just like that, we opened it up, and we can see we have a dam here and a substation dam, okay? And there's a tunnel here. Interesting, okay. Anything around here we should know about? We have a vehicle there. Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna do a little bit more scouting up this way, and we'll see what's over here across from the dam. Oh, this is a different mission right here. Check it out. You can make a 2-lane highway through here. I've got a bit of a side gig here that might interest you. There's an old castle in the region. Used to work decently well as a tourist trap before everything went to hell. The road leading to it was completely destroyed by the storms. Ah, local officials are pushing hard to get it fixed. Okay, I see. Talk about diversifying your income streams. Could you take a look at rebuilding the access road? Okay, I think that's what they're talking about, that highway that brings us up to this road into here. Let's give this a quick scan, and we'll just see what's in the area. Holy crap. Yeah, I'd say that's a castle. Look at this. That is cool. Okay, nice. So we'd have to clear all this out to get up to here to there. There's a lot of work that needs to be done here to finish the castle. There's an abandoned building here that needs to be demolished. Right there, actually. Boy, that's going to be a pain to get up to. Okay, now it's making more sense. We have the oil rig we need to build right here. We need to get power to it and all that. We have more up here that we don't know about. I mean, this is the map. The map is pretty big, and we don't have that much explored yet, so... All right, well, we have this road, but we need to build the bridge across. That's going to make our lives a lot easier instead of bringing this guy all the way through the woods here. That's not going to work. Let's go to bridges here, and we have a wooden bridge. We'll probably do this one. This has got a max angle of 45, 10 sections. But that would be a lot safer to get across. I think we're going to do that. Let's open that up, and we need to build it across that way. All right. So maybe like from here all the way over to here, right there. Let's do that. All right, we got our crayfish. Let's go ahead and take this down there. We should be able to pull some trees in the area down and build that bridge pretty fast. All right, here's where the bridge will be located. 6 logs. Oh, that's not too bad at all, actually. All right, let's bring it out this way, all the way to the right. There you go. Go down a little bit. Cut the tree right there. That should hold it in place. Now we should be able to drag this thing back to us. So we can just bring it over to the bridge, and we'll cut it at the bridge. I think that will help us out tremendously here. Yep, pretty much right here will do. And let's go ahead and process the tree. This should add logs to the spot without having to transport them, which is really nice when it does that. There we go. Yep, 1 of 6 logs. Resource, sweet. This should be number 4 right here. So I only have 2 more logs to go, and we should have ourselves a bridge built. All right, number 6 done. There's our wooden bridge complete. How beautiful is that thing? Let's move this thing over here to the side. We'll just park it up. All right, I can see our bridge right there. I'm gonna cross it for the very first time here. Get the diff lock on, swing out, and now this is a lot easier than what we were gonna try to attempt earlier. That's for certain. Yeah, I'm glad I went with this one. I know it's more logs, but worth it for the extra width so you don't accidentally fall down in a ravine. All right, we got some supplies for you here. Holy moly, we finally made it. That took forever. There you go. So we only have 2 of 15 for that guy, 1 of that guy, 1 of that guy. So 15 steel beams, 9 pipes, and 6 concrete slabs. But yeah, you can't pick up these fake concrete slabs or anything around here. So nothing here left. This is why they want us to get the steel beam facility running and all these other facilities running, so we have more stuff that we can utilize. Because a lot of this is just that decorative thing where you can't use it. Yeah, but for this one, we need 5 wood, 3 pipes, and 2 concrete. So as you can see, there's a lot to do in this DLC. A lot more to get done. It's going to take me forever. You can always watch me on Fabiano Live here on YouTube, and also on twitch.tv/jfabiano. That's where I live stream during the week in the evenings. And you'll definitely catch me playing this over there. I wish I could show you a summer drought, but I'll show you some pictures and or video here of what you can expect of that map. But we have to finish Autumn Collapse before we can get to it. Well, let me know in the comments below what you thought of the new Roadcraft DLC that was released. Again, thanks to Roadcraft and Focus for sponsoring today's video.